Guys, we are live from Dallas, Texas.
Hey.
We're in Dallas, Texas for On the Button. Woo! We're in Dallas, Texas for UFC 211.
I've seen 3 guys with cowboy hats.
Yeah, and one of them was one of them was black.
That threw me off hardcore.
Good for him.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
this isn't Canada, eh?
Honestly, I've seen more cowboy hats in Michigan, like just going to the mall, than I have here.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's weird. What mall are you going to?
The Mall of Romeo. No.
So Oakland.
No, but seriously though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Dallas is a very built-up city, so it's not like all of Texas.
It's so fucking big.
It's huge. It's way
we
bigger
walked
than I
like
thought.
a mile in one direction, got nowhere.
Yeah.
Walked back, went 3 miles in another direction, still nowhere.
There's no bars over here either.
Oh yeah,
That's annoying.
The liquor laws are fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
You can't buy liquor after 9 p.m.
They're almost as bad as Tennessee. If you're under 21 and you touch beer, it has to be taken all the way back, and somebody that's over 21 has to walk it up. It might be like
Good
that
thing
here.
Sam didn't touch it. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
get that fake. I mean, things are good.
it's incriminating, guys.
Joe Rogan smokes on his podcast.
Just pray that our parents don't listen to this.
I hope anyone does, honestly.
It's also illegal in California.
What?
Yeah, weed. It's legal in California.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't when.
Oh,
when
is that where he lives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That is helpful.
for the first like 500 episodes, it wasn't.
Well, he had probably medical issues with his jiu-jitsu and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So,
yeah, why not?
reasons, yeah.
Reasons, places, don't want echoes.
I just wanted it closer to you guys.
Thanks, though.
Because there's not that much vodka left.
Drinking off our slight hangovers with Red Bull and UV Blue.
Honestly, did not wake up hungover at all.
I know, it wasn't that bad. I was bad just at first. I got up and had like 1 glass of water, and that was good.
Yeah. I haven't even drank any water. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I haven't had any
I just
water all
brushed my
trip.
teeth, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm cool.
Yeah, this is the 19th time that we've said, we need water, and never did.
Water, Sandy! I need water!
You nailed that. That
So,
was good.
so if you're gonna
Thanks.
drink, bring snacks and water.
We'll see water.
Yeah, in a car, so you can actually go get water.
Dallas is cool, though.
We have
Yeah.
a free shuttle that won't take us anywhere
Yeah.
that we want to go.
Well, it's like, yeah, we're a free shuttle, but the one place that makes sense that anyone would want to go to, we won't take you there. The arena.
Yeah.
Which is really messed up because they'll come pick us up from the arena, but they
I
won't
know.
bring us there.
I feel like the traffic would be worse
Getting
getting
there.
out of there. You know?
Yeah, because everybody's trying to leave there, not
Yeah.
everybody's trying to go there.
We could always just get dropped off at that CVS down the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should
that's
do
true.
that.
We'll say that.
We're going to the
Because then I could pick up
CVS.
some sunglasses because I desperately need some.
I like that. That works because that was a short walk.
You know.
True.
You can almost see the arena from that CVS.
So is it time? Is it time?
It's the time to talk about UFC 211.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk a little bit about our trip so far.
Well, it's been fun. Let's start with the details.
God, I hate you so much.
I thought it was good. So, flight, Ponke was a little scared, but it worked out. It wasn't bad at all.
I held his hand. He was okay.
Yeah, I only weeped a few times. The turbulence wasn't bad, so that was good.
Yeah. Watched La La Land on the way there. Totally holds up.
Yeah,
Don't judge me.
you're something.
Pocket beat 160 levels of a game.
I did beat
Literally 160 levels.
Actually, 211 levels.
Oh
You started
my
from the
God.
beginning?
I started from the beginning because I had to
Jesus.
re-download the app.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And when you
Holy shit.
yeah, and it was what, 2.5, 3 hour flight?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, in that
Just
amount of
about.
time, I beat the damn. Well, no, within about 5 hours later, I beat the entire game. 250 levels of tricky shot. Good luck, bitches.
So yeah, then we landed kind of, and
Was that a smooth landing? Because that was pretty fucking smooth.
Yeah.
Average.
Yeah.
I always hate when we're like, you have to slow down really fast because it feels like you're going to crash into something.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah, it was fine.
The only thing that got me was it was loud. Like,
what got me was I was fucking dead.
oh yeah, we were all
really. I was really drunk through TSA.
Yeah, you were.
We were like perfect going through TSA, and then getting out of the plane was right where it was like crossing over into hangover land.
Yeah, we had like an hour and a half before we actually got on the plane, and it was like by the time it got like half an hour before, I was like, I'm getting hungover. Fuck. Where's the alcohol?
We went
to bars open.
We went to print out our boarding passes, and there's literally a spot where it just like type it in like the code you need, and I'm just staring at her like a minute.
Like, he needed someone to come over and help him.
Yes. The lady just saw me. She's like, "Oh, you just gotta press this. If you need that." I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
you literally you just stared at it like you were waiting for it to say something. That's great.
I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he's just staring at it still, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, she said something so simple, you're like, oh, okay. And she walked away.
So, there was a lot of...
Who's Ron Thornton?
Well...
He just retweeted our tweet.
Well, if you're Ron Thornton, you're listening, please continue.
Alright.
You guys,
cool.
you don't know him? I thought he would be like a friend.
So...
normally it is, because we don't have fans.
Look at the descriptions on our podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, hit those up, producer.
Email us things.
Twitter.
He's working on the film Ghost of Goodnight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Starring Billy Zane.
Let's hang out with Billy Zane. I bet is he here?
Maybe.
Why is he paying attention to Dallas stuff?
Probably.
I probably should have hashtagged UFC 211 for this.
Probably.
Yeah.
We still saw it, so that's something.
Yeah.
We,
cool. So then we landed.
Shout out to Billy.
We somehow got through TSA, got on a plane, we landed.
Not the guy that followed us, but his actor.
we slept. Slept in a restaurant for 3 hours waiting for
a hotel.
My God. Alright, so yeah, we get here and we go up to the counter.
We took an Uber to the hotel. You know, that was fine.
Go up to the counter and everyone here is in suits. And it's a nice Marriott for $88 a night though.
Yeah.
Nice Marriott. We walk up and we're like, yeah, we're here to check in. The dude's like, really? You're here, check in?
It's like, are you lost?
Yeah. And we're like,
just the look on his face was like, okay.
It's like 8:45.
You're like 6 hours early for your check-in, but.
Oh yeah, no. Because at first I thought he was just being like that because we were in like not fancy clothes.
Yeah.
And then it hit us that it was like 8:45 in the morning. We're like trying to get in our room.
Yeah, he was literally like, it's like 9 a.m., right? And I was just like, oh.
No, honestly, no.
You know what? We're normally here at like 9 p.m., so everything is fucked up right now.
Oh, man.
We're going to just assume that it's still Wednesday and we're on time.
We ate at the buffet, and the next like 2 hours were just hell.
Yeah.
We hadn't slept in over 24 hours, so we're all just like...
And I'd worked a double the day before. Like,
yeah. Yeah, and that hangover, that was like, that was the peak of that hangover time, too.
Yeah.
Really, really kicked our ass.
I feel bad for our waitress. She literally got me 12 glasses of water.
Yeah.
Good.
Between all of us, it was a lot,
a lot of water.
We finally... We were
it's her fault for not just leaving us a picture.
We started to get pissed off about how long it took for this room because he promised it by like 11.
See, you were pissed off like immediately.
Well, yeah.
But my patience is just a little longer.
That's
every like right when I was getting pissed off, and I'm like, in 5 minutes I'm gonna go start yelling at this guy, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, your room's ready." It's like,
I love you.
Yes,
I don't sleep because I'm always the one that's immediately pissed off at every situation. So that meant that I was pissed off for at least an hour and a half.
Oh yeah,
like mad.
I'm just like, shut up.
And then the second he said your room's ready, I was just so fucking happy. Like it was like I was never mad. It was amazing.
I think it was because we wanted to sleep so fucking bad.
Yeah. Oh man,
it was like.
And then we slept for like 9 hours, ate food, slept for another like 9 hours.
That's exactly how it went.
We were like, do we want to get up and like go do stuff?
We stayed in bed and made a pizza guy come to our room.
we were like, oh, we're going to go to the Rangers game. We're going to do something productive. And it's like, we wake up, it's like, when was the Rangers game? Like 3 hours ago. like,
well, shit. And Stipe was there. We could have seen him.
Was he really?
Yeah.
So Stipe
Wouldn't have met him, obviously,
No.
but we would have seen him.
shout out on the button, Stipe, when you win.
Yeah, Stipe,
not
come on the
gonna-
show.
What about Sean Williams? Do we know a Sean Williams?
No, we're just getting fans, guys. Fans.
Since we don't do.
This has never
We have
happened.
fans?
Yeah, we have more than 3 listeners, meaning it's not us 3, meaning other people listen. So,
That. What?
is this just a realization?
Wow.
Yes.
So, is it too late to tag UFC 211?
Yeah.
What if I
We'll
went?
do more tweets.
So what if I went to the comments section and just comment hashtag UFC 211? It's like
It would go to that tweet
it would go.
itself.
It would
but
just that.
It's just UFC 211. They're like, retweet.
It's not like tagging, but
Yeah, it's,
anyhow.
we'll have like a lot more tweets
Yeah.
between now and then.
And then
So
Only like
then we went to the press conference.
that was a great fucking time.
yeah, seriously. Waited in line for like half hour, 40
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, about how long it was until the gates opened, and
Got some decent seats. Literally like
yeah,
4 rows in front of where we'll actually be.
yeah,
Or behind where we'll actually be.
Yeah. And shout out to American Airlines Arena. That's a great fucking arena. It's beautiful.
That shit's cool.
It's like
We were
4
like
decks.
we were
Yeah.
right there. Like you always think like the lower bowls you're gonna be up higher just based on what we like sat in.
Yeah.
Sat in.
Yeah.
And it I could probably thrown a baseball and hit John Jones in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Oh, for sure.
We were talking so much shit early on, like with
Yeah.
the John Jones DC shit, and someone asked Kevin Lee a question. We're like,
Oh, God.
Detroit!
And then immediately everyone was booing him. We're like, and then he would
Literally, there was no one else from Detroit but us.
Oh yeah.
There
Well,
was nobody else there.
who else is flying to Dallas from Detroit for a card?
You know?
True
Well,
UFC fans.
fuck Kevin
True
Lee
UFC
for not fucking tweeting us back. We're the only people that came to, like,
Yeah.
Detroit.
We're the
We're
old
from
yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, he can suck it.
I mean, he was probably
Was
getting
he-
all of his charges for that assault.
Actually,
I was
you did
so
not
close to getting it on my Snapchat.
Yeah,
I was
you-
so
No, you got
fucking
the
close.
scuffle. You almost got the punch, but it was a little shaky.
You got the scuffle,
It's
but
because I stood
you
up.
stood up during the punch.
What I
And the
fucked
punch
up
happened
is I
fast.
should have just stayed seated, gotten it all, and I would have had the punch on video.
Backstory. All that Kevin Lee said was he was just talking a little shit about Chiesa, and all he said was wherever they're fighting is where Chiesa lives. He's like, so I guess, well, at least your mama will be there. That's all he said. And Chiesa
Well, I mean-
stood up.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, it was clearly
he
implied.
implied exactly what you thought he implied.
Yeah,
you know.
but he kind of did it smart, because that's the perfect way to bring
Plausible
up Mama
deniability.
without, proving that you said any shit about it. Chiesa stands up, starts saying, "Don't you ever fucking talk about my mom." And about 30 seconds later, he says something, drops the mic, and Kevin Lee's just looking straight forward at the crowd or the camera and just saying shit, and then drops his mic and jumps up, throws a right straight right over a security
yeah.
guard, and I think he might have
I think
landed
it landed flush on the chin.
I think it
it
did.
was a good hit.
Yeah. So,
But the
It
real
makes me feel better about Kevin Lee's accuracy.
it
that was a good
I
punch.
liked it because he had to punch up because Chiesa was up a step.
Like he was
got a
getting
good
pushed
few
by like
inches.
3 guys. And he that was probably the most impressive thing was he got a punch landed through like 4 security guards.
Within 4 minutes, Wikipedia
Oh my
Wikipedia
God.
was updated as Kevin Lee getting his 16th win by 2-second first round knockout against Michael Chiesa at UFC 211 press conference.
Whoever did that, I love you.
Yeah,
See,
you're
that was gold.
fantastic.
Something we won't realize till later is this probably one of the greatest UFC moments
Oh, for sure.
ever. Like, there's only been like 2 or 3 scuffles where like people have actually thrown punches and gotten brawls.
This is what's
One
weird.
of them was John Jones,
Yeah,
DC.
which were there, and they did throw a smack. There's a video of DC smacking John Jones.
taken by Kevin Lee.
Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody else had it too.
He slapped his hand though, right?
Yeah,
I don't
couldn't
think
reach,
he hit his
he couldn't
head.
reach it, but he tried to slap him,
because
and that's gay.
DC has like those short, flabby arms.
Yeah.
Can't-
Yeah,
But-
he's incredibly short. We cannot stress how short DC is.
Like from afar away, it would look like
Short and chubby.
Yeah.
That's his mantra.
But what's weird is, you're right, it should have been one of those greatest moments ever, but I think Kevin Lee and Michael Chiesa aren't at the name level that like John Jones.
But
DC.
also, I think they could be. Like, they could get there.
I think that's like that kind of shit is the way Kevin Lee's been getting there. Like before his last fight, he goes to Brazil to fight Trinaldo, and flips off Brazil, off the crowd of Brazil just to get hype.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He's a real thug from Detroit.
God, he looks. I forgot what Chiesa said, but it was on the ball too.
I'm still on the fuck him for not retweeting us. So.
Yeah,
we're still fans.
Yeah,
dressed up like Russell Westbrook for this.
I mean, I'm.
It was like some
Honestly,
Woodstock.
they look similar enough that he could pull that off.
I feel like selfish for why we like him.
Yeah,
I want him to win so that they come to Little Caesars Arena in Detroit.
Yeah, but it definitely.
I think they're gonna come regardless.
To like new arenas.
Yeah,
He broke like the 3 things you never do at a press conference: is talk shit about Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah,
that pissed some people off.
Say you're not going to talk shit and talk shit.
Yeah.
And then punch a guy in the fucking face. It's like you like
press conference.
And if there was a 4th one, it would be dressed like some kind of weird Detroit black hippie.
I was gonna say dressed like a male prostitute, but
it's the same thing. I think
he looked fresh.
No, he didn't.
He literally wore the same outfit that Russell Westbrook wore before one of the games against the Rockets.
Oh, really?
That's what he did because he's fighting in OKC.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so he's like, it was smart the way he did that because also they look, they got like similar builds. So it's like
that's smart because that gets OKC fans pumped about seeing him fight.
So
paying respects to the MVP.
The city.
I guarantee Dana White just was like watching the press conference. He's like, God fucking damn it! The one time
I'm not there.
Every time I'm not there.
The second time I'm not there, punches are thrown.
Because like, nothing against John Anik, but you're an employee of the UFC. You can't really like step in or say anything. But
he wasn't there to step in.
No,
though.
but Dana White could be
that's
like,
why they had security standing there.
No, but when Chase stepped up and it's like starting like, fuck you, stop saying shit. Like, Dana would be like, hey, I pay your checks. I write your checks, bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he could easily shut down anything. Just be like, hey,
but also
8,000, like 80% of your purse is gone if you throw a punch.
I think that both of those guys could end up being like the cream of the crop. They're both young enough and talented enough that they could be like guys that have one of those like historic rivalries, Mostly because Chase is so good as a grappler.
It's smart because so is Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
They're both...
Lee, I think, is a little more well-rounded.
Yeah.
But Chase also has the size that he can get away with it on the feet.
The size that helps with submissions,
Well,
too.
the length.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy because...
Who did he submit last?
It was Dariush.
Yeah, Dariush of all people. Who's,
he's kind of
fucking good.
Yeah, but he's fallen off. He's done like 0-3 or 0-2.
0-2.
0-2.
But because he lost to Chiesa by submission, and then
Barboza.
beating Barboza.
That
he was winning that fight.
But yeah.
He was winning that fight.
You're talking about Dariush now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then he got caught with that fucking crazy, like, you blink, and then he knocks him out.
Yeah.
Kind of shit.
Straight up, Barboza has to get the knockout to win, though.
Yeah.
And that's the only, issue he has. So, numbers are hard. It's 18 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, we're trying to figure
we
out.
try to do that subtly so we know where we're at, but
I don't think
everything never fucking works.
Dude,
everyone stops talking.
Yeah,
Because it's like someone's talking and I'm like, oh, perfect time. Hey, what time is it?
And then they stop talking.
And they're like, oh
damn
wait,
it.
what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like, no, shut up.
We'll perfect it eventually.
Because you and Tony were talking, and I was like, Sam, what time is it?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, what?
Yeah, yep, exactly. I was like, really, Tony? This is the time you're going to stop talking? This is the first
Tony, we love you.
We love you, dude.
But 4 guys, 1 podcast.
I really have a feeling that Tony's going to end up fighting.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think he seems like the dude that's on the path to fight.
I'll corner his ass.
I fucking will too, yeah. I mean, I'll be the little bitch in the corner, but I'll be there.
I'll be the guy that talks shit to
ice guy.
Verdum and then gets kicked.
Luke Rockhold?
He wishes.
Yeah, so, fuck yeah. I mean, we went out, we couldn't find a bar, so we went to after the Prince
After the
conference
weigh-ins.
and the ceremonial weigh-ins. Everybody made
Yeah,
weight.
we walked around for a couple miles. And
First, we should probably update. So everybody kind of knew that Cejudo had the broken hand issue, and that was scrapped with Sergio Pettis.
Yep.
Sergio Pettis couldn't have anybody that would replace Cejudo for that.
not at that short of a notice.
It was within, 36 hours?
Yeah.
You can't do it with anything, pretty much anything less than a week.
Yeah.
They're really skeptical on getting a guy in there.
Especially at flyweight, there's just not enough guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we had...
So they're all scheduled.
So, if you guys don't know, the ceremonial weigh-ins are because actually that the morning of every Friday before fights is where they actually do the official weigh-ins, and it's around 10, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And
Eastern time.
during that time, they
Yeah.
found out what was the
Easter.
first name of the Gordon guy, the looking for a
Jared
fight.
Gordon.
Jared Gordon ended up having food poisoning and pulling out of that fight with Quinones.
Didn't he? He was fighting it for a week, trying to get back.
Maybe.
Something like that.
That's not something you want to fight with.
No.
No.
And I mean,
You get kicked to the body one time and you're dead.
yeah.
You pull a
Plus-
Betch Kohea, just shit all over the mat.
Wow.
That all right. Just go right to that.
Not even gonna
yeah.
not even go to Chiesa, how he almost pooped himself against Darius. You're gonna go straight to on the mat.
Yeah, you fucking said that in the post-fight presser.
Yeah.
Also, what I thought was interesting is Chiesa brought up the Trinaldo win for Kevin Lee because he was the last guy to beat Trinaldo.
Yeah.
Then Trinaldo railed off 7 straight.
It was a good question by the dude from MMA Junkie. He said, so why, Chiesa, after your impressive wins, why give this shot to Kevin Lee?
Yeah.
And
Because honestly, Kevin Lee's the guy that's on the up and up.
yeah.
Chiesa, winning the Ultimate Fighter, he's got a 3-fight win streak,
And Kevin Lee's built himself into the kind of guy that other fighters want to shut up.
Yep.
Which is a
Yeah,
beautiful...
he's playing this incredibly intelligently.
Yeah, and this is going to be his toughest fight.
Yeah.
And it's a big
I
chance
really
for
don't
him.
know who I'm going to pick.
I know, I need all the time we can take for that.
I feel like we're spending a lot of time on this fight, but repping the D, you kind of have to.
Plus, he threw a punch at the press conference last night.
Oh
so
yeah, that's probably the biggest story.
he earned people talking about him. I bet a lot of people are talking about him.
We also can't glaze over the fact that John Jones told us that he did cocaine right before the fight with DC.
I mean,
I beat you after a weekend of cocaine.
He said that he had only done it the one time that he got busted, and then he was just like, DC's like, wait, I thought you only did it the once. And he was like,
yeah.
all right. The thing that's kind of fallen apart for John Jones, he had that goody two shoes. I don't do that good, any of that stuff. He's really a fucking animal who does a lot of shit and just
Yeah.
could beat up anyone ever. But in reality, he tries to put on this facade that he's a really nice dude.
Well, I have this gut feeling that the UFC made him try to be that way.
also,
Yeah.
it was kind of like GSP was the guy at that point,
Yeah.
and that was exactly how he was.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, if you want to be the best draw in the UFC, you got to be, this guy,
Charismatic. That
this stand-up gentleman,
Kinda
that
like
should
a
try and build up.
role
the
model.
UFC isn't a bunch of thugs.
but
yeah.
in reality, he should just embrace.
Even though there's more thugs in the NFL than there are in the UFC.
Well, yeah, and plus,
be
I mean,
real.
that's a life lesson. You can be not a thug and make it pretty far in the UFC, but in the end, just like in life, thugs are gonna win.
Thugs are gonna get their way to the top a hell of a lot faster than you are.
Cocaine is powerful. Anyhow,
It's fun.
So, yeah.
Nah, I never tried it. I mean,
And now it's
yet.
211s in hours.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, we thought about going to the fan experience where we try to meet Anthony Pettis or Cavillo or Chiesa.
Chiesa.
But
Satan Northcutt shouldn't even fucking be there.
I don't. He's from Texas. That's the only reason.
Oh, okay, that's right.
That's the only reason.
I forgot about that.
He's not even on my radar. He's gonna get cut eventually.
Yeah,
He's gonna be the guy that you forget about.
he's gonna be Brandon Thatch, but not as bad.
He's a Super Saiyan, guys. You've seen his hair?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dragon Ball Z shit.
Was it Tony was like, he looks like a fucking action figure doll.
That was like the perfect.
Yeah,
analogy.
I was like, that's exactly what he looks like.
Sam, why are you licking the bottle?
I also no.
He sniffed it. He
Oh, okay.
I thought he straight licked it, but
I was like,
holy Christ.
Fuck, you're drunk. We still have like 20 beers in the fridge.
Yeah,
we have to drink by tomorrow.
You mean now?
So
yeah,
he means
drink
now.
before we leave.
yeah, we're gonna get drunk.
But
and
yeah.
hung over on a plane again. Yeah,
We were gonna go to the fan experience, try to meet one of these guys, but we figured we gotta give our fans a show, you know? We can't leave you guys hanging.
We can't come all the way to Dallas and not do a
And
goddamn
not do a
show.
fucking podcast. Yeah, seriously.
Or two, probably two.
Yeah, two.
We're gonna need two
Let's be
because
real.
eventually we're gonna talk about fights.
Let's be honest.
We ready to just jump in? It might be split in half once.
Let me just
I
like
swear.
blow my nose really loudly for the microphone.
That was not Ponke sucking dick, guys.
I
It was
better
cocaine.
We
Is it
spit.
worse than I'm sucking Red Bull off a table?
Yeah,
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
We don't judge your life decisions, but we do judge you when you do shit like
I
that.
don't like to waste.
So,
I need more Red Bull. I never got Red Bull. Is there more?
No, it's in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
you
You were
wanna-
right. Good call.
I told you.
Alright, guys. Alright, before we start with the fights, read off all of our media stuff.
Again?
Yes.
You
You never did it.
You
You
just
haven't
said-
done it in
you
4
just said,
episodes, Sam.
We're on Twitter and YouTube and iTunes. Never said how.
Yeah, I told you all the
Or what?
description, all
Just
the
fucking
links in the
do it,
description.
Sam.
All right,
God damn it.
we have a
It's like pulling teeth with you.
okay. We have a fantastic Twitter page at UFC. Oh,
Alright,
we have at on the button MMA.
It's literally just at UFC. That's us.
You're done. Yeah, we are the
sure.
UFC.
No,
Our Twitter is at On The Button MMA. Our YouTube page is On The Button. It's a channel. I think it's the second thing that comes up now.
It's a page.
We're making an update. If you go to iTunes or the iPodcast app, we are the first thing that comes up when you type in On The Button now.
Yeah, YouTube, I think it's like, we don't show up for any of the episodes, but if you look for channels, we're
Yeah.
right there.
If your channels, it's like number 2. What else? Oh, Facebook, On The Button.
It's on
Yes,
the button.
we're
Just on the button.
Yeah, we're on the button.
On the button!
On The Button.
Yeah, it's us.
Hey,
And-
Joe Rogan. Can we use you saying On The Button for our opening?
That would be like the shit.
I tweeted him so
Hey,
much about that.
we will get you fucked up if you let us do that.
Yeah, like
We,
he needs help with
Get you
that.
so many hookers and cocaine.
Okay, and also
Like Black Beast level.
if you're listening and you have anything you want to tell us directly,
Yes,
on the button podcast at gmail.com. That is
right.
on the button podcast at gmail.com.
That's
We
our-
would really appreciate any feedback you could have.
Yeah, like maybe that Jason Williams or the Joe Thornton guy. Hit us up.
Rob Thornton?
Shout out.
Rob Thornton.
Rob Thornton.
Okay.
Bitch ass.
All right,
You know,
dive in.
maybe you should
Sean
make your name
Williams.
Joe so that it fits. Nailed
Yes.
it.
Did he make it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what he was doing.
I was,
Me
aiming for the,
either.
I was aiming for the crease in the corner and I hit it directly.
Alright, boys. UFC 211.
211.
Let's start with
We
the
just-
rematch.
We decided to take this time to write down all our picks individually so that we can't change any shit during the show, hold each other accountable. I don't know
It's
if you
exciting.
guys did it, but I did how I think it'll happen. Not round, but like, I
you
just
might
did
have too.
that.
I did not.
I could pull it up because I have like locked in round and how on the fantasy app.
I mean, that's up to you guys, but
We'll bring it
I
up. We'll
always
bring it up.
talk
be
about
good.
it anyways.
You're the one that said to not do that, but
I know.
yeah,
I was
we'll,
like,
we'll do it.
Fuck
anyway.
it, they're gonna do it.
All right.
All right, before we even get into this, every single card or every single fight on this card could go either way.
Yeah, literally while we were picking this, I was like,
I was
every fight on this card could be a crazy brawl, fight of the night, split decision.
yeah, like
Every single fucking fight.
I was
And,
literally swearing at it while I was trying to make official picks.
yeah, we're gonna get like 3 of these picks right, just so you know. Like every single fight can go either way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's no lopsided fights.
By the way, if you guys want to join our pick'em and try and beat us, it is if you go to the UFC.com/fantasypick'em. we are on the button 2017. See if you can take us on.
Hell yeah.
We're in
You
Dallas.
won't.
The only people from
No
Detroit
one
and Dallas.
has yet to beat us, except for the one guy that did all of my picks, which, hey,
Yeah,
love you, bro.
respect.
Cinder X some shit. Yeah.
But follow my picks this time because
But
we're gonna
also,
win.
I always... Who's winning overall,
Because my account
that
didn't
isn't
work
why.
once.
I was still winning regardless.
See,
And
I
it
was
together.
winning for the first 3 months of the year. That counts for nothing.
Were you?
Yes.
He was.
And then you totally fell off a cliff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Squirt. He's actually opening a bottle of Squirt.
All right.
The pop.
He didn't actually.
Are we jumping into the
Or I
greatest
guess
matchup?
The soda because it's Dallas. Yeah, let's jump into the greatest rematch that I can think of right now
Holy
Right now.
shit.
at heavyweight. Stipe Miocic is just going for to tie the record for heavyweight defense.
Yeah, which, honestly, out of any guy that has gotten there besides Kane, he's like the one guy I think could actually beat it.
For sure.
Even though I bet you, like, his next fight after, like, if he wins this, his next fight's gonna fucking end up being Kane or something.
Ngannou. If it's Ngannou, sorry, bud. It's not happening.
Tough.
I don't think I would take anybody against
So
Ngannou.
I'm gonna jump and do mine real quick because I'm gonna have not that much to say compared to these guys. But I had Junior like the entire trip up until like probably 2 days ago, and I was just sitting there thinking like looking
Let's
back.
talk shit about that, but it's kind of like, I get it.
Yeah.
it's
And then
Look,
Such
he
a
I was
close
just
fight,
I was
you know?
thinking like, all right, you know what? He was 1 for 18 on takedowns their first matchup. There was no way he's gonna do worse than that. I feel like he can outpoint Junior a little bit with that wrestling with the clinch game.
Also, he has that 3-inch reach advantage.
But I picked a third round knockout or TKO for Miocic, and I feel like he'll put it away and get it done, get that title defense. It's gonna be probably one of his toughest challenges yet, and that's
Yeah,
that's me.
I mean,
It's kind of funny, I picked that exact same finish.
really?
I
I
had second round for a while,
I
but
have,
I changed
the, I have
it.
the exact same rounded finish too,
Oh my god!
but for Dos Santos.
What?
I took Junior Dos Santos.
What?
Oh.
Wow.
I can't-
What?
Since the press conference last night and the weigh-ins, I
What?
can't shake the feels, guys.
Holy shit.
I think that is that blood?
Yeah.
On the button.
Cocaine, bro.
Okay,
we're not.
cocaine.
we'll get there later. Anyway, I think
My
so.
nose bleeds, alright?
We agreed that JDS was the last person to beat Miocic. It was
Yeah.
a fucking war.
It was a war, he landed more.
Was it a split decision or no? It was very
It was
close.
It was
Unanimous.
a unanimous decision.
Very close. And we agreed that Miocic had more to grow on.
Yeah. And I think he did.
My problem is that he's finished guys to get the win.
But also, 2 fights ago, Junior got knocked out by the guy he just beat.
Yeah.
The guy
That's
who
true.
knocked him down, and he still recovered and got out of it and got him down and finished him.
And if you guys haven't figured out who it is, it's Alistair Overeem.
But just to talk about strikers in the heavyweight division, it's probably the 3 greatest strikers right now.
That's true.
Yeah, honestly. Mark Hunt has the most power, but he's not the best striker.
No.
And these 3 are the best boxers / kickboxers in the UFC, or in the heavyweight division.
I started to get the feels about JDS and then tried to shrug him off. And then he talked about his time with ATT for his last fight and how he went back to his boxing more than his jiu-jitsu. And it really just made me get the feels so fucking hard that JDS is going to get the belt back.
Junior, against Ben Rothwell, he did look quick.
Mhm.
That was the biggest thing I took from
Which
that.
I want to take away that Ben Rothwell isn't quick. So
Yeah.
there's that comparison.
But I wouldn't say that unless he actually looked quick.
Yeah.
You know? With his
He did.
shots, he was like, this guy's slow. I can get in, land 1, 2, a 3, a 2, a 1. Like, all these 1 or 2 punch combinations quickly and get out of range before he can get anywhere close to touching me. That's what I think he took advantage of.
Yeah.
But I don't think Stipe is that slow. And I think he can make Junior pay. If this goes to a decision, honestly, Junior could win this as long as he stays on his feet.
If it goes to a decision again, it's really any situation. It's anybody's fucking fight.
Yeah, because honestly, I think if it stays on the feet, Junior does have a decent chance to win. But with the new rules, it feels as if Stipe's power will play the biggest factor. Because in the first fight, I felt like he landed harder shots.
Okay.
He put more damage on JDS than JDS put on him.
That's true.
But JDS came in, he was landing landed more shots and making him pay every time he landed, anytime Stipe landed.
JDS
but he was not landing as hard.
JDS going for more point strikes. But the it's either way. XXXX.
Dos Equis. Dos Equis. Dos Equis. Follow me on Snapchat.
Gang violence. We surrounded one Corona. We surrounded one Corona with like all of the Dos Equis bottles and said gang violence.
Literally right before the show, I saved like every single picture I put on my story. So we'll probably post some of that shit on.
I should do that too. We'll make like some kind of Dallas story.
That was
good call. You made the right choice. Sorry, we just got us.
Sam had Ponke and Dos Equis, me and Corona, and he had the Bud Light. But Ponke wanted the Bud Light, I wanted the Dos Equis, and he wanted the Corona. So
perfect.
We're out of liquor.
Yeah, we're out of liquor.
Yeah, we're out of liquor.
That Red Bull
was fast.
That Red Bull woke me up though. It's good.
Yeah, that was a good call. We started drinking that like half an hour ago.
Are we talking about the co-main yet?
Almost.
No, we're still going back and forth. You can go pee.
I just think that Stipe is going to, for the first time in a while, make it out of the first 2 rounds in his title fight / defense. And then he's going to get frustrated, slip up, make one mistake where he goes for a power shot and JDS is actually able to counter it perfectly.
That's funny because like he's gone 5 rounds like a couple times.
Absolutely.
And like
and has
look
fantastic
at
output.
the Mark Hunt fight.
Yes.
Immediately after JDS.
Yep.
He landed the most strikes in UFC history in a fight.
Yep.
As a heavyweight. Landed the most strikes. 361 strikes. That's fucking like almost impossible. And Stipe, every time he throws his hands, there's power on it. Yep. It doesn't matter how fast, how like short it is, you know, he always has power on his shots. And the fact that he was still had that stamina after 4.5 rounds or whatever it was. That's insane.
That's why I said it. It's not going to be a cardio issue. It's going to be he's going to make a mistake in the 3rd round.
But you're saying he'll get frustrated getting out of the 2nd round.
Yep.
He knows how the first fight went with JDS.
Mm-hmm.
And why would he feel like...
Because he feels he's grown.
Frustrated, yeah.
He feels he has grown enough.
Well, he has grown, I think.
It's not going to be a sloppy mistake. It's going to be enough of a mistake for JDS to capitalize on it.
But think about Stipe's chin, too.
Think about JDS's chin besides the ovarium.
Well, I mean, it's
and
also...
Stipe got dropped by ovarium.
Junior has fought for a lot longer than Stipe as an MMA fighter.
That's true.
And in my opinion, it feels like he slowed down just like a little bit. Where it's like Stipe has improved in his striking, but I think JDS has been just as good as he was, which is still top 3, you know.
Yeah.
And
but
also,
he's jumped in and relied more on his striking after the last fight.
Well,
after getting knocked
he finished over him. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Stipe.
That's where your picks are at.
I was like, he finished that fight because of his wrestling. Stipe did. His last fight.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. His, yeah.
You were talking about JDS.
Yeah.
Yes.
My bad.
But also, I don't think Rothwell was a top 5 guy.
I don't. I think he was just a very dangerous, unpredictable guy.
Yeah.
And some guys are going to have more of a problem with him than others.
And also, guys with great chins, there's an expiration date.
There is.
When you look at, like, Mark Hunt, of all people, like, his chin was fucking steel for years. But
it's funny that
Overeem just knocked him out.
The last 2 times that he's been actually dropped have been knees. For Doom and then Overeem. But, I mean, when a heavyweight throws his fucking knee with everything he has to your chin, you're probably going down even if you're Mark Hunt.
I mean...
But then again, he took 361 strikes from Stipe.
But think about those wars that JDS had with Kane. Mm-hmm. He took 361 strikes between those last 2 losses that he had. You know? Mm-hmm. There's guys, you take enough shots that you lose it. You lose the chin.
That's true. And
I don't think that he's lost it, but I don't think it's all there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I got a feeling that Stipe...
It's going to be interesting, man.
I think it's going to be a brawl for 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to know who won each round, but I think in the third, GDS is going to slow just slightly, and Stipe is going to get him with a straight right that's going to, like, stun him, and he's going to find a way to get him down. Because that was his biggest problem in the first fight, is not being able to get him on his back.
Yeah.
And I think he'll find a way. Though I gotta say, Junior has great takedown defense.
Yeah.
Well, Rothwell tried to get him down, and he couldn't get him down. You know.
I think we're right that the deciding factor is somebody's getting stunned, and that changes what your skill set is. I mean, it doesn't matter how good you are at takedown defense. If you're hurt, you're hurt.
I will admit though, like, I'm mostly surprised with your pick because, like, you're almost as, like, Stipe as I was, like, the whole time.
It's very hard.
I've been, like, pretty adamant about him.
It's pretty hard that the last time... We've only been to 3 UFC events in our lives, this being the third. And the last one was in Cleveland, seeing Stipe defend his belt, and then parting with Cleveland. It was the greatest experience. Mm-hmm. And there's, like, that love for Stipe from that. But I just gotta go with what my gut's telling me is going to happen in this fight.
I respect it. Junior is one of the top 3 heavyweights of all time, in my opinion.
I think that we just took about 20 minutes to make a point of why this is a close fucking fight.
There's no way, like, there's no way to really pick this confidently.
You know what's terrifying? There's like 18 more fights on this card. That's also that close.
Literally, no,
at least
all
8.
11 fights on this are close.
12. 11.
Besides this
12. Yeah, other 11.
After this fight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, so, I made my somewhat point. The funny thing is, like, I was...
Jumps in 20 minutes later. Oh, hey,
I'm still alive.
I'm here as well.
So, yeah, I was the only one who took Junior up until we, like, landed and then went and saw things.
That does make me less confident that Sam took Stipe.
But he changed. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See, I'm bad at main card, but undercard, when I don't know that much, I'm really good for some reason.
You're really lucky for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
But this is also filled with people that are, like, breaking into or top of their division.
Sure.
Like, there's like 3 fights that's
literally
like
everyone on this card is either a prospect or a great established fighter that's pushing their way to the top.
It was like before Cejudo and Pettis dropped.
That could have been the winner. The winner could have gotten the shot.
No, that could have been for every fight on the main card. All the other 3 non-title fights would have been #1 contender fights.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Maya Masvidal might get the shot. I'm pretty confident they will.
Dude, what's crazy is if Alvarez finishes in a pretty substantial fashion, he could be set up to fight either Khabib or Tony.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Honestly, though.
And Cejudo Pettis would have been weird. If Pettis won, then yes.
When you think about it, like...
It was a split.
Cejudo was the guy that they thought like could actually give Mighty Mouse trouble, and then he got clipped early.
Yeah.
And it was kind of one of those things where it's like they don't have a lot of guys. It's who else could get the shot with Benavidez out, but now, you know.
And they tried to set up Benavidez with Nugent, but that went south.
Yeah.
I still have a weird feeling that they end up setting up Pettis with Nugent eventually.
They did. No, they did. Tim Elliott jumped in.
with Nugent or Pettis?
Nugent.
Nugent and OKC?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Or
yeah.
whoever it is.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, there's. We should
Yeah.
probably just try and stick
Yeah.
to 11 because it's fucking crazy. But so it's 2-on-1, Miocic versus Dos Santos. It's gonna be the most exciting heavyweight fight that we've seen in a long time. Until
I mean, the first one was
I
crazy
think
as it
everyone
gets.
is, and that wasn't for a title, and it was crazy as it
Yeah.
gets. But it was a main event on Fox 18, so it was a 5-round fight.
Huh, look at you.
I did a little bit of research on my walk.
Just a little.
I had to walk for like 30 minutes to get to the liquor store and back, so
Yeah.
I did some research.
Fuck Texas for making us making it really hard to find liquor.
But if you're a Dallas fan, please listen. But yes,
Yeah.
fuck
but-
your liquor laws.
Yeah,
Oh,
most of
I'm sure they agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they're like, I want to drink too. So, I think,
The law is there's no drinking on Sunday. How's that a law?
yeah, they all like,
true.
like,
You just go to the airport, drinking a beer.
Like,
Suck my dick.
I'm glad I found out on this trip that you're not allowed to walk with open alcohol. Thanks, guys.
yeah, that's
I'm
a
surprised that you didn't know that.
it's a pretty countrywide thing.
I'm
You can't really
surprised
do
that I haven't
that.
gotten in trouble because I used to walk, like, if I had to do a long walk anywhere I did a trip, I usually had a beer in my hand, so I didn't know that law.
Well, honestly, most of the time, if you're 21, they'd probably just have you poured out.
It's kinda
Even
what
if
I
you're
figured out.
even if
I was
you're
like,
not, I have friends that aren't, and they just pour in tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured I had my ID on me every time. I was like, if it comes up, it comes up. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
But I think
Those are dicks.
I think we spent a good amount of time on that fantastic fucking main event.
And then we'll do another show with the rest of it.
Yeah. And yeah, we're live from Dallas. This is On the Button. We'll give you all that stuff in the description that Sam was talking about.
Hell yeah.
Let's do another one, boys.
All right.
So
We'll
we
catch you on
So-
the flip side.
Guys, we are live from Dallas, Texas.
Hey.
We're in Dallas, Texas for On the Button.
Yeehaw!